Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 61 of Direwolf20's Let's Play series, where today I have plans. I have plans to head into a dungeon from Blood Magic, specifically the one that is mapped out here in the whole dungeon delving section. We're going to go to the basic one, the Antechamber, which is the edge of the Hidden Realm ritual. There's another one called the Endless Realm, which is like a much deeper dungeon that we'll check out at some point in the future. But for now, I want to do the edge of the Hidden Realm. So to get that started, we're going to need a couple things. First, we're going to need a Ritual Diviner, which is pretty easy to make. We just go ahead and convert a bunch of items into some inscriptors. So basically, to build rituals, there's 4 types. Eventually, there'll be a 5th type once we get to tier 4, Blood Magic, of blocks you can place, and multi-block structures are combined to make rituals. So generally there's always one master ritual stone, and then you surround that with different types of ritual stones. And they're all mapped out here in the book, so if you're curious about how rituals work, just jump into the rituals section here. It'll tell you about the list of rituals. There's a whole bunch of them, right? Like Ritual of Regeneration. This one will gas regeneration on enemies within its range. There you go. There's this thing, which increases gravity and prevents jumping. There's this thing, which destroys block within the large area. Like, there's all kinds of cool rituals that do all kinds of cool things. So we'll, check it out a little bit as we flip through and see the different things that you can make. There's a handful of these rituals we will check out. There's a lot that we'll probably wind up skipping, but there are some really cool ones for sure. Oh, that's cool. It takes food from the link chest and fills the player's saturation with it. Nifty. Yeah, there's all kinds of cool rituals that we'll be playing with as we go through here. The one we're looking for, though, is... what did I call it? It was in there. It was in there somewhere. It was Edge, isn't that right? If we go back to Dungeon Delving, the Edge of the Hidden Realm ritual... We could also search for it. Edge of the Hidden Realm. There it is. There's the ritual I'm looking for. So that, it also tells you what you need. So you can build these manually in the world if you want. Wouldn't recommend it, though. What you should probably use is the Ritual Diviner, which can be crafted with the different things we've got here. So you could just place the ritual stones in the world and then right-click them with the inscription tools to turn them into the appropriate blocks, or you can just use the Ritual Diviner and it will build it automatically for you. Highly, highly, highly recommended to go Ritual Diviner route. And this thing's pretty easy. You just shift right-click until you find the ritual you want. Right, so there's all kinds of rituals that we'll flip through. Edge of the Hidden Realm is what we're looking for. And it's nice because if you hold shift on here, you can see the total number of runes you'll need, which is 36. So I'm going to snag about half of these reinforced slates here and make some more ritual stones. Boom, now I've got 44. Should be more than enough. You can also see in the book the total number of runes that you'll need and what you need to activate it. So there are multiple types of activation crystal, at least there used to be. I'm not sure if there's one beyond weak activation yet. And every ritual needs an activation cost. So it's a certain amount of life points that you need in your player's soul network in order to activate the ritual. As you can see, I currently have 150,000. The ritual cost for this dude is 80,000. So we should be cool, right? We should be good to make this thing, right? So let's go check it out. So we need that weak activation crystal, which is here bound to me. We need the Ritual Diviner, which is going to be cool. What's it say on there? Hold Shift plus Alt for augmentation and bow. Oh, that's cool. Neat. So you can also augment some rituals. So the one I'm using here doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. But if we looked at another ritual, for example, there's the, let's see, this is the list of rituals. Let's look at Crash of the Timberman, right? I think that chops down trees. Yeah, that should be cool. You can increase the range of cutting. You can bind the location of a chest. There's all kinds of stuff you can do here to augment your rituals as well. Some of them it makes sense to do, some of them not as much, right? Like there's certain things. Ritual of the Green Grove is a pretty simple one. This grows crops in an area. You can also, this is where the Demon Will system comes in. This will like increase the speed with Raw Will. If you use Corrosive Will, it'll allow entities to be attacked by nearby plants. Vengeful Will. We'll take a look at some of these as we go through. But the long and the short of it is there's some rituals can be augmented with the will system, which we'll take a look at in the future. But the one I'm looking at right now, the Edge one, does not need that. So the other cool thing is if you take a look at your master ritual stone and place that down, let's go find a spot where we're going to place this, right? So this This is going to be like a portal that leads to another dimension kind of deal. So we should go somewhere that's going to be, you know, kind of cool. What I could do is just dig into this wall. Well, that might be like a good place, like a good course of action. Let's go like right here-ish. And get me a nice 7x7-ish. That should be cool. We'll see if that's enough. Let's see, 7x7. Well, I probably did not want to go into there. Whoops, I think I crashed my game. All right, filled that hole back in. Let's go the other side. Yeah, that seems smarter to me. Let's go over here-ish. So I'm gonna relatively center this. Let's try it over here. That seems a little bit smarter, right? Yes, definitely smarter. So when you place down your master ritual stone, you'll be able to visualize what the structure is going to look like. You can also look at it in the book if you want to be sure. So if you jump into the rituals here, we could go back and just search. Probably would be better. Edge of the Hidden Realm. So we can see it's 1, 2, 3 blocks on either side. So 7x7 was probably a pretty ideal setup to go with, right? That should be cool. And how tall does it get? I don't think it's quite 7 tall. 1, 2, 3, 4-ish. So we should be good. So simply right-clicking with the Ritual Diviner will start placing all the blocks for you, which is what you want. So see all the blocks getting placed? And it's taking them out of your inventory. So all those ritual stones came out of the stack that I had in my inventory, and now you're good to go. So in theory, we are ready to activate this ritual, and if we want to be sure, we can right-click with the weak activation crystal. A rush of energy flows through the ritual, and boom, we are good to go. Now, I'm pretty sure you can break these smooth stones if you want at this point, because it's now created the portal to the edge of the Hidden Realm, but I don't think we need to break them. I think we'll just leave them in place as a remembrance of what once was. Dun, dun, dun. But now we've used up a handful of ritual stones, right? There's all kinds of other rituals we'll get into in time. For now, let's jump into this Hidden Realm. Cool. So the way this works is there will be some keys that you find in the chest that you enter when you first walk in, and those keys will unlock these 4 doors. Now this is a mini dungeon. There's a much larger dungeon that procedurally generates and adds a ton of cool content, but this is just a very basic mini one that will get you access to a few resources. Specifically, you're going to get access to these things, these bloodberries, saturated tau that we need. Okay, so we can put all that off. We can turn that off. Let's open a door, right? So what's cool is if you look at the map here, you'll notice that it really didn't actually make too much going on. But when you right-click this, it actually generates this room in front of you. I guess you can't see it too well with this map, but there's a bunch of stuff in here, right? Specifically blaze spawners. I should probably look to silk touch these. Yeah, it seems like a smart move, right? Is this a silk touch? No, it is not. Do I have a silk touch? I'm assuming I do somewhere. Alright, stop with the fire blaze. Here, I'll just jump in here. Oh, it doesn't seem to put you out. Okay, cool. I should have a silk touch. Pickaxe. No? Do I not? Do I not have a silk touch pickaxe? That's frustrating-ish. Because I kind of want... You know what I'll do is I'll use my, this guy, right? Didn't I put silk touch on this? Yeah, spoiler alert, it's been a few days since Dyer recorded. He was on vacation. So now I'm remembering how things work. Or what I specifically did. There you go. That's cool. Are these dudes invisible? Like, come on, bro. That's cheating, ain't it? I like that they put the blaze spawner in this room. Alright, so chip lunar gem. Be cool. Now, did I just lose my curio that... I heard something break, and I think it's the curio that was protecting me from fire. Let's put you away. Put away this gem. This hoe. The tau oil is cool. The tau fruit is cool. Do like that I got some of those things. Look, the whole building is burning down because, that's funny. I can't even see where they're spawning from. Let's get my bow. That should shut him down. Got him. Found him. Probably won't be too successful in, you know, putting out all these fires, but that's okay. Ooh, I got some saturated tau. That's a big thing that I wanted, so that's going to be good. Putting away this stuff. I'm just putting it all in the AE system for now, because, yes. I hear another one. I just don't see another one. Are these ritual stones? Oh, that's cool. I'll snag those for sure. Now, when I break them... Oh, be careful. Is that like falling into the void falling? I don't know. Let's find out. Yes, it seems to be. So be very careful. Oh, look, there's one. I knew there was another guy out there. That's funny. Yeah, so watch it. It looks like there's definitely some ritual stones in here. That's cool. And then this is some tau fruit, which is cool. I figured I might as well, you know, mine up these ritual stones, right? And I'm pretty sure when you mine them, they just turn into blank ritual stones. So that's cool. Looking good to me. All right. And I forget if you want these accented demon stone tiles at all. I don't know for sure. I'm not sure what that's all about. I remember they looked cool. There may be a need or use for them. I'm honestly not sure. Let's see what else is in this place. Oh, cool. More tau fruit and tau oil. That's cool. Demon eye. I forget what that does. Looks like a light source of some kind. Neat. Okay. Just watch it if you're in here without flight. My only recommendation. Alright, now I've got another key, which I should be able to use to open this guy. And then just keep your eyes open for... Haha, I knew that was going to be in there. You can tell Dyer's done this before, right? I'm pretty sure there's some other stuff as well. Living armor upgrade tome, I'll take it. I forget what that's for. If we go the living armor route, we'll play with it a little bit. Cool. Some more tau fruit. Always check behind the bookcases, because I feel like there's usually stuff back there. And worst case, you grab a few bookcases. Doesn't hurt, right? Looks like another little... Unless I broke that, I'm not sure. Cool. A book. Fire protection. Not bad. Okay. Like I said, sometimes things behind the bookcases, so be aware. That is a lingering potion of invisibility. This one gave us some iron tips and some dexterity alkahest. I think these are like cool arrows or something. I forget what they do, but I feel like they upgrade either your bow or your arrows or something along those lines. I remember them being neat. I remember liking them a lot. So just be aware. Cool stuff to get there. Now, I thought you were supposed to find... I thought you were supposed to, like, be guaranteed to find another key, but maybe not anymore. Thought you were gonna definitely find another key. There's another chest. Nope, still no key, huh? Okay, interesting. You can, I think, craft them. So we got what we came for, but I'd like to finish out the dungeon. So if we look at Blood Magic Key, I'm pretty sure you can make these iron keys in the Hellfire Forge. You just need a minimum of 300 will. That doesn't look too bad. Let's pop home and go make some. So up here... Where's my Hellfire Forge? There it is. Okay. So you need a minimum of 300 will in there, and then you need 2 iron, imbued slate, and redstone block. 2 iron, imbued slate, and redstone block. There you go. And that makes you a key. So just in case you don't find what you're looking for by way of keys down there, usually you can find those keys inside chests. Now there's another type of key, if I remember Isn't there another one? Yeah. Foreman's key and miner's key. The miner key, it looks like you can make, but the foreman's you can't. It's loot only, I'm pretty sure. But that is only found in the in the other dungeon. The one that you need to get to with the other ritual. Sweet. Okay. Meh. Not terrible. Not super exciting. A little bit of iron ore, probably not terrible. Holy water. Cracked gem. More Tau fruit. This archer's polished stuff. I remember thinking like, hey, that's cool. I remember playing with that before and being like, I like this. It's about all I remember. But yeah. Let's do this. Let's get you. Ah, I knew there'd be something in here. What is this guy? A zombie spawner. Okay. There we go. Okay, put all that stuff away. And we once again did not find another key in here, which is interesting. But that's okay. I know where to get one. And I'm pretty sure you have to right-click these guys with keys, because if I'm not mistaken, I wonder if we can see that. Let's see. Can I break you? What happens if I break you? Notice how there's literally nothing there? So the act of clicking it with the key actually generates the structure. It actually generates the room. So there's no sneaking into the room without a key. Got it? Okay. Up here, we'll get another one of these, and should be easy. Redstone. 2 iron. And an imbued slate, which should activate this guy, assuming that there was enough LP for that to happen. Cool. And now, let's go to the last room. See, when I right-click it, it generated that room through there. Okay, a little bit more of that. I will grab this thing, because this is like a... I completed the challenge. Nice. Centennial. Open 100 instance player loots. Okay, cool. Hey, that's me. Looter trophy. Looking good. Over here we got what? Fire protection again. Okay. I didn't mean to middle click that hotbar. That's okay. Easy enough to fix. Anything good in here? I'll just take it all. Doesn't hurt. All right, not a bad haul. So now that we've gotten the saturated tau that we need, we can harvest more, which we might wind up doing. However, the first thing we want to do with it, ooh, synthetic upgrade point. Oh, that's neat. That's cool. We want to use it. We can also use this to get like these upgrades, which are cool. I think you can apply them to tools or weapons or something along those lines, and they're like enchants, but they're not enchants. They like boost your weapons and gear. I remember them being really cool. That's all I remember. But we do need the Sanguine Reverter. I don't think I've received that yet. Did I make that yet? No, that needs a minimum of 350 will. Do I have that much? Or did I use too much? I've still got 427. All right, cool. And I don't think we made it. I don't think we made it. Okay, good. Put you away. I'll put away my Ritual Diviner and some of the other things I don't necessarily need right now, just in the interest of keeping my inventory relatively organized. But I do want you to hang out. And I don't need this guy mining thing no more, as I think that's cool. All right, so Sanguine Reverter needs shears, stone, iron, and imbued, right? Shears, stone, iron, and imbued. Sweet. And then that goes into an alchemical reaction chamber, or an arc, which is made with a couple imbueds. There you go. Cool. And this crafting process is how you get a bunch of things. Specifically, the main thing I need right now is a weak blood shard. So I need to take a saturated tau, and we'll definitely get one weak blood shard. There's a 20% chance I'll get another one. So that should be easy, right? Now you can definitely farm these, but not super easily. The tau fruit gets placed in the world. Oh, cool, I got 2. Nice. And then don't I use this for what? I use this to get large bloodstone bricks, which is how I get the next tier of altar. So in order to get a tier 4 altar, which is blood altars, this guy, tier 4, needs bloodstone bricks, or large bloodstone bricks on the top. So we need to replace this wool with large bloodstone bricks. That's part 1 of getting my altar in place. Now I have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 28 more runes. So I'm going to start with 23, because I already have 5 speeds. So let's get 23. And you will be blank slates. And that will be cool. And there's your 23 and the 5. I will probably... Let's get 2 more of these. So that needs 4. So I can do like 1, 2. And that would be cool. And then we'll look at upgrading these blank guys in a moment, but I want to just get them going. And if you want, you can totally exchange and gadget this stuff too. So if I got you out, wherever my exchange and gadget is, there you are. No reason we couldn't do this. And if you put it on fuzzy mode, or turn off fuzzy mode, then you can just do zoop, zoop. Sweet. And now if we go look at this guy, we should see a tier 4 altar. Nice. That is cool. All right. Good times. So you can go away, Bloodstone Brick. I'll save this weak blood shard for later. Cool. Looking good, right? Pretty slick. I wouldn't mind a little bit more runes of capacity. Maybe 7 of those. Rune of capacity times 7 would need 21 buckets. I'll just do this. I'll do this. And then I need... Rune of capacity is imbued slate. So we'll get 7 of those. What I'll do is just snag these. So we can do this and that. And runes of capacity times 7. Sweet. And then I've got 14 more runes that I can use for upgrades, but now I can hold 34. Now there's augmented capacity too, and I never quite... I always look at this because I always forget. I kind of remember once I look at it, but let's see. Augmented capacity increases the capacity of the blood altar by a multiplicative 7.5% per rune. The augmented capacity runes apply after the regular runes of capacity. So basically there's a point, and probably somebody who's really good at math can tell me exactly where that is, where once you get to a certain level, augmented capacity is better than regular capacity. But just using augmented capacity is not good, because your normal altar is what, 10,000? So 7% of that would be 700. Am I right on that math? Yes, right? So it would be 750 when your altar is at 10,000, right? The rune of capacity increases the capacity of the blood altar by an additive 20% per rune. Got it. But the 7.5 comes after, right? So this is always, what, 200? I guess it's almost always better, isn't it? That doesn't make sense. No, because that would be 2,000, right? So this adds 2,000 per rune, right? So at some point, augmented capacity is better. Sweet. Okay. So that is feeling pretty good to me. All right, let's come back in a moment now. So now that we're at tier 4, I think the next thing I want to do actually is make a lava sigil and get the tier 4 orb, which I think is a blood orb actually. So if I got a blood orb or a weak blood shard, if we put this in the altar with 40,000 LP, will be cool. So let's turn this off for a minute. Get this guy up to the 34,000, pop him in there, and then once we drop below 6,000-ish, we should be cool. And this should be sufficient now to get the Master Blood Orb, which is the tier 4 orb, which allows me to hold a lot more LP. So now I can just sit here and charge this dude up. And he'll fill up beyond 150,000. I want to say this one might be the million. Let's see. Does it tell me what the Magician is 150k, Master is 1 million, Archmage is 10 million. That's the tier 5 orb. So it's 1 million that I'll be able to store, which leads to having access to better lots of things, actually. So see, we just surpassed 150. So I'll sit here and charge this up for a minute, and then we'll be back. Well, would you look at that? We just hit 1 million. Nice. All right, so now let's get our lava sigil, right? So if I finish these dudes off, which, by the way, I made a couple minor tweaks here. One, I added some more runes of sacrifice. 2, I adjusted this thing here to emit a redstone when you have more than 4 mobs. This way it'll kind of keep filling it up as I'm killing them and not have a delay. So just bumping that up a little bit, I felt was pretty cool and worked out pretty well. I also added these wobbly heart dudes to the pickup so that as they drop, they no longer go in my inventory because that was happening. Cool. So now if I pop you off there and we move this, we get some stone. And then get you back online. That should be cool. Nice. And he should be pretty quick with his speed upgrades and everything that I've got. Beautiful. All right. I'll let that run and recharge the slates and everything that I have in there. So that should be cool. Let's now take a look at making sulfur in the alchemy table, because this should be pretty easy. I just need a lava sigil and cobble of any kind, and my orb, and that should get me sulfur dust. Now, if I want, I can get some more saturated tau and throw that in there and make another, not in there, in here, make another orb. So let's turn you off for a minute, right? Let's get you recharged up to full. You got me 1 weak blood shard. That's fine. See how much fuller it's staying? Like, it's just kind of always there. There's always at least a couple. So it stops spawning mobs when there's 4 or more mobs in spot. Pretty cool. Don't forget to bind it to yourself by right-clicking. Otherwise, it won't know whose soul network to use, right? But now the alchemy table can sit here. My Master Blood Orb can always sit in it. And now I need the lava sigil, which I think is pretty easy to make. It is just lava reagent, which is an alchemy table, redstone, cobblestone, coal, and a bucket of lava. Lava, redstone, cobblestone, and coal. So I put these dudes in here. He should craft into the reagent. And then the lava sigil needs a blank slate to go along with it. So get back to crafting, you lazy bum. Cool. And the blank slate. So this will be you, and that. And that'll get me the lava sigil, which is a very nice device, by the way. There's a bunch of sigils, which we talked about already. They're basically items. Look at this. There's apotheosis sigils. That's interesting. That's cool. What does that do? I have no idea. We're going to have to look that up. I don't know if it would be in here or in the Apotheosis book. It might be in the Apotheosis book. I'm really just curious about that. Tome of Shadows, isn't that what it's called? Chronicle. Close. Nothing on sigils, huh? Well, we're going to have to look that one up online then. So the lava sigil is nice. First, right-click to bind it to yourself. See current owner, dial 20. Now, whenever you right-click it, it'll place a lava source in the world. And it'll use a little bit of LP, right? So 998,000 LP. I right-click this dude. 997,000 LP. So for 1,000 life points, you get free lava. That's pretty cool. There's also a ritual that does the same thing, and it'll just place a lava source in the world above the ritual that you can then automate and harvest if you so desire. We've already got lava pretty well automated, so I'm not too worried about that right now, but at some point we will probably do it, because whatever lava lake I'm pumping out of, which I set up like a million years ago and forget everything about, probably, I don't know. Don't know what's in there. But now let's do this. Cobblestone, right? So I should be able to put you and you in there together, and it'll just make sulfur for me, which is super cool. I like that. I like that a lot. So we could totally bring our AE system into here. Or we could just move this tablet altogether, right? Like, there's no reason not to do this. What I'll do is I'll make another alchemy table from Blood Magic. That would be you, right? Just give me one of these, which should be cool. Right? Forget this setup, right? Well, I'll probably want this guy to stay here, but for now, let's move into our main base. Okay. And all we have to do, let's add this to our room of automation, because that's kind of what this room is, right? We can just toss this dude here. You keep your sigil and you keep your Master Blood Orb, right? And what I will do, I'm assuming that you guys are channels available and whatnot. We could simply let's do this. Let's get an interface, okay, that will keep in stock a stack of cobble. Boop boop, keep that in stock, right? And then I want you to laser IO. I have the dude. From the up will be an extract, 8 items at a time, okay? And then on the down will be an insert, but you're going to be a filtered counting insert that's going to keep cobble times 32. Does that sound cool? Now, I'm not sure if I have to, but I think up. Did I do that right? Oh, hello. Whatever I just did worked. Cool. So now it's keeping 32 cobble in there at all times. Nice. All right. That's cool. I did something. I don't know what, but I did it. I guess that means I can also interface with the up there. So how about on the down, you're going to extract on orange. Does that sound cool? And on the up, you can insert on orange. Does that mean you'll extract sulfur? Maybe. I might need to filter you to be sulfur only. There you go. That works. I'll make you 8 at a time as well. Cool. So now sulfur is making its way into here. How great is that? I like it. Now tell me, is this the kind of... Do I have this sulfur available in a drawer? That's what we're going to find out. No. So I want that sulfur to be in a drawer. So let's put it in a drawer that has like some semblance of an upgrade. Do you? Yeah. Let's put it with the Mage Bloom. That's fine, right? So now I get this Sulfur out of here. Is it Mechanism Sulfur that I'm making? Yes, it is. Beautiful. There's Railcraft Sulfur. I don't think that they'll Ore Dictionary together in the drawer, but that's fine. Okay. So now we're making tons of sulfur dust, right? We'll void any excess we have. And if we wanted to, right, if we check this out, it's costing me LP every time this craft occurs, right? Looks like it's costing about 1,200. I'm guessing it's 1,000 for the lava bucket that I'm using and 200 for the craft. Is that fair? Yeah, 1,200. There you go. Cool. So actually it's 1,000, right? If I did it this way. Actually, this makes that... Okay, yeah. So it's 1,000, right? And it's 1,200 for this. Okay. That's cool. The only thing I might want to do is measure when the sulfur is at a decent level and stop it. So what if we... Redstone card, we would input on white. How about the down here that extracts only activates when the white channel is high, right? So see what happens now? Sulfur is going to stop being extracted until such time he receives a white signal. Right, I can now do cables and level emitters. Okay, and you will be sulfur from mechanism, and you will emit when levels are below 1,000. Okay, so because he's below 1,000, he's going to keep making, right? Let's make it like 700 just for the funsies of it, right? So as soon as we hit 700 on sulfur, we should be cool. And I think I can maybe... Yeah, you can tick accelerate it, but the progress bar gets wonky. That's fine. It's just a visual client desync thing. It works, right? So once we hit 700, he'll stop crafting more. Ready? Well, he'll keep crafting. He'll fill up his internal buffer. But yeah, see? 700, we're no longer extracting. See? That laser's off and that laser's disabled. Cool. And then as soon as I take out sulfur dust, it's allowed to extract again. And as soon as we put in sulfur dust, it's not. But I'm going to make that 1,000. So that's about how much we'll keep. You know, or we could even do 2040. It doesn't matter. 1,000 is good, right? I like it. All right, wrapping up point. Double20 sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time. We've now got unlimited sulfur, which is going to be useful for this setup, right? And that'll let us constantly add sulfur to this room. Cool. So that's the blue side. That would be back here. We could export bus sulfur relatively easily now. In fact, let's set that up now. Cables. I still have some. Export bus, right, and sulfur. Cool. Should be good to me. I don't know that we necessarily need 10 of these, but I'll take one. Just make it a little bit faster, right? So what we should see is sulfur making its way in here, right? And now it'll constantly be added to you. I don't need this hopper no more. That was only temporary. Now we're going to keep sulfur in stock and be able to handle everything in here the way we want to. And eventually this will back stuff. What I'd really like you to be is not a full chest. Do we have tiny chests? I don't think we do. What I could do, let's break you for a sec. Let's do a drawer. Let's do a functional storage drawer, but with a downgrade in it, right? So that would be iron downgrade. Okay, that means he can only keep a full stack at a time. See, he won't be allowed to have more than 64, and he'll back stuff. So that way we only keep a full stack in at all times. And we're not sitting on, like, you know, 27 stacks of sulfur not being used. Cool. Wrapping up point. Double20 sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Let's come back next time. More blood magic, more automation, more fun things. For now, take it easy.